This right here, folks, looks really, really good. And this is common Bermuda, believe it or not. It's cut out about an inch and a quarter. I reel mowed it yesterday. Okay, so I have a ton of videos to try and get done this week, and I'm going to try and shoot 2 or 3 today. But today I wanted to talk to you about the fall and different types of releases on your fertilizers and why this time of year I really like spoon feeding. We'll talk about that because I have so many. I have about 7 lawns out here on this farm property. They're all different. They're different grasses. They're different. They have to be fed different ways. So we'll talk about spoon feeding in the fall. It's real important. I'm going to show you the pond that I scalped last week. About 5 days ago, we scalped the pond. I want you to look at that. It looks crazy. The only thing I ask, if you don't mind, give this a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. And as always, I always forget to put product links. So I build a page, and if I forget something, please tell me. Yesterday I did a chicken video and I forgot to put a link to the fans, the chicken coop fans, and someone dropped a comment and said, hey Doc, can you link to the fan? So I went back and fixed that and added it. So if I missed something, let me know. So this time of year, you know, July was a drought, 1.9 inches of rain, dead dry, horrible. Lots of bad stuff happened out here. Then in August, in 2.5 days, we had almost 14 inches of rain in 2.5 days. It was crazy. Then, since then, it's like every day or every other day, I'm having a thunderstorm come through and drop like 2, 3, or 4 tenths of an inch. One of them dropped 1/2 inch. This is the perfect time. You're getting these afternoon thunderstorms. You're not in a drought. The temperatures are great. The temperatures are in that 85 to 92 range, which is great for warm season grass. This also, I'm going to talk about cool season in a minute, but I mean, look at this right here. This is really amazing how this backyard, it was really crappy looking. We really struggle with this soil here, but this is common Bermuda. And I came out here yesterday and I did a reel mow on this, and man, it looks phenomenal. It really does. That really looks good. So I've been hitting this. Last month I put down PGF Complete, but now what I'm doing is I'm actually just coming out really with just some Lawn Alive. Just spraying some Lawn Alive once a week. Just a light coat of Lawn Alive. My grass is healthy. I put down my slow release fertilizer, so now I'm just sort of just once a week come out, just hit it with a little bit of Lawn Alive. But let me go ahead and show you the Centipede over here, and let me show you this over here. Now, when I'm talking about releases, there are several different fertilizers. PGF Complete is very mild. It's a slow release fertilizer, balanced. But then you can use something in the fall, you can use something like DGL. Now, what is DGL? DGL is a fertilizer I asked the Andersons to come out with last year, which is an all fast release nitrogen fertilizer that is extremely fine particle, because I was having such a hard time finding just pure nitrogen fertilizer that had tiny particles, so I could go out and do light coats, spoon feed. And especially you cool season guys, this is the time of year when you're going to be doing this, but I really don't want to come out necessarily right now and put out long-term fertilizers at the beginning of fall. I wanted more spoon feed. Now look at this. Let me put up a video real quick of what this lawn looked like 6 days ago, scalped. I came out and I hit it with just Lawn Alive. I actually put down a little dirt booster too, and look at it now. Dude, isn't that crazy? Isn't that gorgeous? Again, common Bermuda. And for these rough areas, this place goes like this. There's stumps, there's rocks, there's all kinds of crap in here. Common Bermuda is really good. It's cheap. You can just seed and seed and seed. But be aware, if you have a sod lawn, you do not want to put common Bermuda. So this is the time of year. Now, one of the reasons why I use fast release out here is this is a down slope. I have a ton of water come down here, and I don't want a slow release fertilizer sitting here melting in a heavy downpour and going into my pond. So I wait for a nice sunny day, dries out, I come out, spray a little bit of Lawn Alive, it goes, I water it in, or we get rain, it goes right in. But man, let me tell you what, and remember, Lawn Alive, one of the main reasons I really pushed for this was the ability to put endomycorrhizal fungi in that and have it stabilized to the point where it would work in the lawn. And the mycorrhizal fungi attaches to your roots and expands your root zone. It just makes that soil come alive in your lawn. You gotta work on your soil. Just working on your grass is not enough. But man, that looks fantastic. I see my geese aren't here yet. I had 30 geese in here yesterday. Now let me show you this centipede, which was really, for really rough areas, my pond berm is all centipede over there. Centipede's nice because it doesn't grow quickly, it doesn't require a lot of fertilizers. But this area used to be trash and woods over here, and look at it now. Look at this. It's amazing what a little bit of rain will do. But this is crazy. I mean, this is almost all, see right here, this is almost all centipede right here. This whole patch in here. I'm really happy with it. All I care about is roots in the ground. There are some areas where I'll go plant clover. If I have a lot of dirt, I'll plant clover. But I will be doing overseeding. And the reason why we overseed out here is it's a huge property. You can buy annual ryegrass really cheap. Plus I'll mix in some clover usually, and I'll go to these large natural areas and I will do an overseeding of ryegrass, because the way my property tiers and the water flow that comes through here, I need to have active roots in the ground almost all the time. I don't recommend overseeding for the majority of people, but make sure you hit that subscribe button, because when we overseed, I'll bring in hundreds of pounds of this annual ryegrass. I'll hook up my automatic spreader that's on the back of my UTV, which I control from my cab, and we'll go ahead and we'll do a seeding out here. So today what I'm going to do, I haven't been able, my help has sort of been kind of sketchy. So yesterday I actually was out here myself cutting. I reel mowed the back. I went and hopped on the Toro. I cut that back section. I actually cut that with the Toro, which really surprised me. It cut really well. Today, I think I'm just gonna I'm either gonna pull out the big reel mower and crank it up a little bit higher and cut this, or I'll bring out the Ego. I'm not really sure. I really need to get the Toro out and cut this area over here. But I got so much going on right now, it's crazy. I need to move some game cameras. I'm doing a food plot video for you guys. I'm doing an instant water heater video for you guys. I got that going on. I got so much stuff going on, it's kind of crazy. And of course, I'm here all alone. The wife is down at the beach house with Ryan, my son, and whatever. So anyways, but concentrate this time of year. Remember, the ability to be able to go out in between these storms and rain events and just apply just a little touch of fertilizer is so critical right now. Timing that fertilizer, I mean, look at your 10-day forecast or look at the radar or whatever, and you'll understand when to go out and apply this stuff. So I am gonna hit, I actually put down PGF Complete on here and Lawn Alive in the same day. And that, I really wanted to push this centipede. I'm gonna hit this again with Lawn Alive, and I'm going to do the pond front with Lawn Alive, and the back I'll probably hit with Lawn Alive, because I've already got down my base fertilizers, so I'm good to go. I talked about scalping. If you do anything aggressive with your warm season lawn, you need to have at least 4 weeks. You need to have at least 4 weeks of warm temperatures above in the 80s if you're going to do anything aggressive. Now, we came out and scalped that pond front 6 days ago, and boom, pop right back up. Cool season. Let's talk cool season real quick. If you have a cool season lawn, as the temperatures drop, warm season people, we slow down our feeding. You guys are opposite. As the temperatures drop in cool season, this is when you're going to start cutting aggressively. You're going to dethatch, maybe do core aeration. You're going to do overseeding, and you're really going to start put down some nitrogen. This is when the temperatures drop. Push that lawn. And what I wanted you guys to think about is, don't necessarily put down a slow release fertilizer and think you're done. What I'd rather have you do is, if you have a cool season lawn, put down a light coat of PGF Complete and then spoon feed every week. Do something every week. Lawn Alive, maybe a little bit of DGL, and time that with the weather patterns. Time it with your weather patterns. The one nice thing about seeding and overseeding with Lawn Alive is mycorrhizal fungi gives an extremely good benefit to new seed. Matter of fact, you can go on ChatGPT and just type in, is mycorrhizal fungi beneficial to germinating grass seed? Type that in and see what the response is. It really is amazing how it can help. So if you're going to be doing an overseed on cool season, get a Lawn Alive, put down your seed. Once you start to see that germination, spray out that lawn alive. It's not going to hurt your seed. It's extremely, extremely mild, and you don't have to worry about it. New seed doesn't need a whole bunch of fertilizer, but that little bit of touch and that mycorrhizal fungi will really help your seeding projects this year. All right, I got the reel mower out, and it might be a little bit long for the reel mower, but I'm going to try and cut it, just because when you have really, really wet grass, the ego, we have to stop every other pass and clean the bottom out. We leave the door open, it still plugs up. Well, that's not working out the way I want. It's cutting it a little bit too low, making it look a little bit brown, scalpy. I guess I should have adjusted it, but the grass is kind of high and wet. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab my Toro. I need to cut that area over anyways. I'm just gonna grab my Toro, and I don't have to sweat that way, to be honest. I love my Toro. Great example of where a reel mower helps. Look at this. This goes like this, down like this. There's a root there. You see all these scalp marks. And the Toro cuts really well. I'm cutting at 2 inches, right at 2 inches with that big Toro. I mean, it's amazing that it doesn't do more scalping than this, but that was a butt whipping. So now I got to cut all around this barn area, and I got to cut all around up here. Then I need to wash the hell out of that thing. All right, I think I'm done. So I always cut about 2 or 3 strips all along this road to make it look nice. This whole area all behind the barn, up around the metal building, back behind the metal building. Yesterday I came out and did this field. And man, that looks great. Now I just cut beside the cabin. Let me go over there. So I had to cut this, reel mowed that lawn. I reel mowed that yesterday. Came out today. These flowers are doing great here. Came out here today, cut this with the Toro, cut the front with the Toro. Dude, it's like non-stop.